Merhabalar, benim ismim Erhan Doğan, Netex Teknoloji Genel Müdürüyüm. Bugün TÜBİSAD Plus'ta konuğumuz, dünyanın önde gelen security firmalarından Kaspersky'nin kurucusu ve CEO'su Eugene Kaspersky. Mr. Eugene, welcome.
Okay, thank you so much.
Bugün security, cyber security önde gelen, şu anda dünyanın önde gelen threatleri bu konuda bir miktar sohbet edeceğiz. Eugene, first of all, welcome to Istanbul. We are very pleased to see you in Istanbul. Before starting our discussion, would you please tell us about Kaspersky Solutions, the history, and what are you doing?
First of all, Istanbul is one of my favorite cities, and I have a list of the most beautiful, most interesting cities, and it's Istanbul in top 20. As well as Rio de Janeiro, as well as Singapore, and some others.
Okay.
And thanks to our local team and thanks to the Turkish market, we're doing better and better. So I have more reasons to come. Reasons to come more frequently. And I'm in cybersecurity for many years, almost 30 years. And we know of this cyber world, know of the breaches, know of the threats, know of the actors. And we do the protection. So we do the security solutions for consumers, for enterprises, for industrial sector, and developing the future technologies like a cyber immunity. We can speak about that later. So we are a global company, so we have operations everywhere, almost everywhere around the world, having 5,000 employees, having 200,000 corporate customers around the world. So first of all, it's a very interesting job, and second, it's a good business.
When we talk about cyber threats, what can you say about the evolution of cyber threats, especially during the last couple of years? And more importantly, AI, with the evolution of AI, how all these threats changed?
Yeah, let's split it into two different categories. So first of all, the types of cyber threats and technologies they use. So speaking about types of the cyber threats, the evolution was very interesting to watch. Maybe not a couple of years, but like say a couple of decades. So in the beginning, there was just virus writers, the hooligans. That was simple world. And why there was no cybercrime? It didn't exist because there was no money in the internet. But then the money appeared in the internet, so there was a beginning of cybercrime. So right now, there are three major cyber threats. The types of cyber threats are, first of all, cybercrime. They want money. Second, cyber espionage. They're hunting for information. And third, cyber sabotage. They want to destroy you. They want to paralyze your work. So it's a different type of the cyber sabotage, like a DDoS attacks to paralyze your networks, attacks on infrastructure just to stop your company. Or even destroy the physical system. So these are different kinds of the cyber threats. The technologies they use to get into the cyber systems, they're still the same, two major ways. First of all, social engineering, to make you to click the link, to make you to open the file, to make you to do something they want to do. And second, vulnerabilities. Zero-day attacks, it's still they're still present, so it's not, unfortunately this problem it's persistent, so we can't stop it because the new technologies they're getting, the new applications, the new software is getting more and more complicated, and the more complicated is it, so the more risk that they have zero-day vulnerabilities. And of course, the bad guys, they are watching the news, they're looking for the new technologies, and when AI became really smart, of course they started to use it. Because the bad guys, they're not stupid. Unfortunately, many of them, not all of them, but many of them, they're really smart. They are technically skilled. They can operate with very complicated stuff like encryption, cryptology. They can develop very highly complicated cyber attacks, and of course AI. But now AI is used mostly for social engineering. So deep fakes. So they use it for
phishing, deep fakes.
Yes. So and it's permanent. So it's all the time. So it didn't exist 2 years ago. So the last year it was changing. So last year, the war, in the first it was surprisingly, it came from Latin America.
Latin America.
Yeah,
Okay.
it happened before, but not massive. The first massive AI attacks, the first massive deep fakes came from Latin America. Now it's everywhere. Now even my employees, they receive Telegram messages in like with my voice speaking. Correct? They agree.
I mean, when we talk about AI is also being used to create codes.
Yes.
So what kind of strategies we need to stop all these things?
Yeah. Well, the AI is used to create code. You're absolutely right. But right now we see that they have a lot of automatization for years. So I speak about bad guys. They developed the malicious code half automatic for many years without using AI. Do we expect they use AI to create the malicious code? I guess they have to create their own malicious AI because it's not simple.
Every day we are learning new concepts. Malicious AI.
By the way, the cybersecurity with AI is a separate question because there are different scenarios how the AI can be used by bad guys or how the bad AI can be corrupted by wrong data, and it's possible to change the behavior of AI by learning AI with some falsificated stuff, some corrupted stuff. Is it possible? Well, technically yes, but at the moment I don't have an answer. We do research on this in this area, but at the moment I can say you more details. I promise next time we're here in this room, I'll have some news.
Okay, but I mean, you are trying something, you are trying to develop some new things in order to stop this, but on the other hand, those people, those bad guys are also working on that. So who will win at the end of the day?
You're absolutely right. So we created the protection, and the bad guys, they are working on the new attacking technologies. And this is a war. It's a cyber war, and I don't see there with the existing technologies, with present operating systems applications. I'm afraid it's an endless story. So we develop more. We develop better protection. We develop better products and technologies, and unfortunately, the bad guys, they create new technologies as well. The good news is that if you follow new technologies, if you use the latest products, and if you pay attention to cybersecurity, you have almost 100% protection.
What kind of products and solutions do we need in order to get full protection then?
That depends who you are. If you're speaking about consumers, well, it's easy just to install the cybersecurity, the good cybersecurity, the green color cybersecurity.
Okay.
And forget about that. Because when I was speaking about cybercrime, cyber espionage, cyber sabotage, it's already limited scenarios for consumers. Only their junior cyber criminals or middle-level cyber criminals attack consumers because it's a little fish, and it's very easy for us to protect it from this kind of attacks. But if you're enterprise, if you're a big enterprise, you're a big fish. So the attackers, all kinds of the attackers, professional hackers, criminals, all kinds of the attackers, professional criminals, the espionage, state-sponsored espionage, cyber sabotage, that's the scenarios of attacks on your infrastructure. So you must pay more attention to cybersecurity and install not just traditional cybersecurity tools, but also extended tools. We call it ADR, XDR, other kinds of the layers of protection. If you're a very big enterprise, if you're a government, you have to have the security team to investigate the incidents, to guarantee that your infrastructure is very well protected and there are no breaches there. So unfortunately, the more complicated you are, the more rich you are, the more data you have, you need to improve your protection.
And your protection should also be resilient, I believe, right?
Yes, of course.
And what, I mean, does government has a role in order to support all these technologies or solutions or infrastructure?
The role of government is definitely very, very, very important. And I see there are three different areas the government must pay attention. First of all, investigations. And it's happening. Actually, there are many governments already have their own cybersecurity police departments. So they are ready to investigate cyber incidents. Unfortunately, there is still not enough of international cooperation, especially in our wrong geopolitical time. So the cyber police from different regions, they don't communicate because of their political issues, unfortunately. Second, education. We need to pay very big attention to educate people, and not just all people, about cybercrime, about how to behave in the right way, how to not be victim of the deep fake attacks. But also we need to have experts in cybersecurity. We need engineers to use the tools, to develop new technologies, develop new products. And third, I think the most important, that's regulation. And I have a very good news that in Turkey, they're working on the cybersecurity law. And I see that it's going in the right way. And I think that it will be introduced soon, so that's a good news.
Well, I think while doing all these things, we need to respect the data privacy of the people, right?
It's not just about data privacy. There are different issues. Data privacy is one of the most important. And second most important thing is critical infrastructure. How to protect critical infrastructure. How to guarantee there are no vulnerabilities in your power grid, in your transportation, in the urban facilities, in the healthcare. This is really important.
Okay. Eugene, thank you very much. I mean, I think this subject can last till the morning.
Yes,
but we have limited time. Thank you very much for your visit and for your contribution.
Okay, with pleasure, and teşekkür for your questions.
Çok teşekkürler.